Chapter 25, A Warning and a New Path. After the encounter in Bangkok, my mind was spinning. The opponent had been clever, almost too clever. They had mimicked the exact mannerisms of the network, using the same tone, the same cryptic phrasing, even the same subtle signals that usually guided me into meetings. For a time, I didn't question it. I walked straight into their trap, believing I was responding to a familiar call. But when the illusion broke, when that inner voice shouted at me to wake up, I realized how close I had come to stepping off my path. The memory haunted me. I replayed the conversation over and over, wondering how I had been fooled, wondering if I had failed. I contacted the network the way I always had, never directly, but through carefully constructed methods that seemed ordinary to outsiders. Sometimes it was a plain envelope left in an unmarked locker, containing nothing but a single phrase or symbol. Other times it was a phone call from an unknown number where the line would stay silent, until I entered a sequence of tones played out like a coded message. When the response came, it was swift, and it cut to the core of me. They knew. They knew about the meeting. They knew about the temptation. They even knew about my frustrations, how I had felt used, how I had wanted answers, how I had wondered why I wasn't rewarded for the sacrifices I had made. The opponent hadn't guessed at my weakness. They had sensed it. My vibration had dipped low enough for them to reach me, and they seized the opportunity. But the network didn't scold me. They didn't accuse or shame. Instead, they acknowledged the struggle. "You are not failing," the message came. "You are human as well as more. You are meant to feel this weight. It is part of the refinement. The opponent only comes when the light grows strong enough to matter." Still, I needed answers. I needed to understand how the operative had posed so convincingly as one of them. The network explained that while they usually operated beyond the reach of interference, the opponent had long studied their patterns. They could create shadows of the real thing, imitations meant to confuse and mislead. What protected me most wasn't perfect discernment, but the strength of my own frequency. When I faltered, they slipped in. It was then the network revealed something I had long felt, but never confirmed. They were aware of my inner doubts all along. Nothing within me was hidden. My doubts, my anger, my exhaustion, they knew. And instead of abandoning me for those flaws, they had been waiting for me to confront them. "You are ready," the impression came. "The time of half-seeing is ending. To know the bigger picture, you must walk a new path. We are sending you to Australia." The word alone jolted me. Australia? I had never once considered it as part of my journey. Yet the certainty in the message was undeniable. This wasn't just another assignment. It was a shift, a redirection, perhaps the most significant turn yet. For the first time in years, I felt both fear and anticipation stir together in me. The Bangkok meeting had been a close call, but it also sharpened me. The deception had forced me to see how easily the opponent could exploit a weakened spirit, and the network's response reminded me that even my failures were part of the training. I didn't know why Australia mattered, or what awaited me there, but I knew this: the mission was expanding. The bigger picture I had long demanded to see was beginning to unfold. And this time, I would not be so easily swayed.